Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. I got you guys. I got you. I got you. I'm just dealing with technical difficulties again. When I get home, everything will be better. When I get home, everything will be better. I can't wait to get home. I can't wait. I'm on vacation and I can't wait to get home. Because all I care about is my business and my company and my internet and my streaming. And I don't know what's going on with this crap laptop that I bought. I spent $2,800 on it. I tried to get the nicest gaming thing possible. And this thing is just, it won't play a simple countdown. I'm just trying to play the countdown for everybody, to do the countdown nice and right. When I start my stream in the morning, I go to play the countdown. It won't even do that for me while I'm uploading. It just spins and spins. It won't give it to me. It won't give me that log. I don't know why. So I can only use like one. It's just like regular internet. It's not good. It's not good for my overall stream. It's just not good. It's not good. It causes me insane stress. And I don't need the stress. Like, I don't need the stress. I'm under enough pressure as it is doing my thing with crypto. I don't need the stress, you know? So, shout out to everyone here on the live. But you're looking at a man that's just, you know, going through it right now. Like, I want to go buy a brand new laptop. It's just like, man. I bought this main gear garbage, apparently. This main gear Vector. I bought this main gear Vector right here, Vector Pro. You know, $2,700 is the computer I bought right here. It wasn't even out when I bought it. Like, NVIDIA GeForce RTX, 16GB GPU, 17.3 inch screen, giant screen, 164 quad display, 64GB RAM, right? 2TB SSD, Windows 10. Like, this thing rocks. It just doesn't seem to rock. It doesn't seem to do it, you know? Get an HP Omen. Yeah, so this is a laptop. Beautiful laptop. Looks great, right? Can't handle it. It just can't seem to do what it needs to do. I don't know what's going on. Or it's OBS. You know? So, it's killing me. So we'll take a look at a Bitcoin, and we talked about this being in a falling wedge. And I said that it could come down here to 49, maybe even wick lower into this area, 48,000. Look, we got the 48,000. We even got the wick down here to 48,451. So we were hoping we could get the push up. The 1 hour was low, right? Right here, we were about to get a reset. 1 hour was getting low, and then it let go for more, you know, to the downside. But there we had it. You know, we talked about this possibly happening. One thing I didn't like is that we fell through the 200-day moving average on the 1 hour. Now we're forming what looks like a descending triangle, which is a bearish flag. Okay? Very bearish flag in my humble opinion. Bitcoin likes to break out of them, but this is a bearish flag. Bree, brother, we all love you. It's all good, but it doesn't solve the problem. Like, I have a problem right now. It needs to be fixed, and it's very, 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 very upsetting. Shout out to Stack. Shout out to everyone on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and calling yourselves crypto lifers. Enjoy your life. Take a deep breath and realize we are here to be alive and have a wonderful time. But I want to make sure I can connect with each and every one of you in the proper way. All right. How is the stream looking for everybody? I want to make sure it's moving right. I want to make sure it's connected. I want to make sure it's looking proper. Can't really check on it. I'm afraid if I check on it, I'm going to take away from the stream health, you know? I don't think I have the bandwidth to check on my own stream. There's also some processing. There's some settings that I'm using in OBS. Maybe I have to change them. I'm about to change to OBS Studio. Just trying to get added back into the chat. Page, stream is quality. It's great. All right. Why are they limited? All good in Bangkok, bless you, bro. I'd rather watch a live than a pre-recorded show any day. Shout out to Gregory, the sniper. Shout out to everyone here. Shout out to the $20 super chat that I didn't even get to see. That I didn't get a chance to see. So excellent connection. Everything's looking all right. All right. Let me pop out that chat. What I did do is I upped the kilobit speed per second. I'll put it back down to 4,800. I had it at 56. Shout out to you, Sam. Thanks for your efforts. We know you're doing your best. Shout out to Low Profile. Mobile Wi-Fi. Mobile Wi-Fi. Be of any help. No, it seems like the Wi-Fi is fine. Like, the internet seems fine. I don't know. That's the thing. I'd have to spend a bunch of money figuring it out. I'll go buy mobile Wi-Fi, check on it just to pay for it to see if it works. It's just insane. You have no idea. So we're looking at Bitcoin at 48,900. And what I'm looking at is the bear flag. And I don't like seeing that bear flag. All right. That's a descending triangle with a 1 hour getting high. Highly likely we'll get a bounce to the downside. That's what we're looking at. So I'm watching Bitcoin. And it's looking like it wants to break to the downside. I'm going to delete everything. We're going to look at it clean again. And we're going to look at it with a fresh eye. Now that is an M pattern right there. See that? Definitely an M with your neckline right here. Now you want to take the length of the top of the M to the middle of the neckline. That's going to be your measured move of this M. Also, which I kind of mentioned the other day, we began to build this idea. That it's doing a head and shoulder pattern, breaking to the downside. The measured move of both these patterns is back to 46K, which would be sad because that would put us back in this pattern. And that would negate any breakout that we had, and this would basically be a bull trap. And this would have been a complete fake out. Now, I've talked about the daily being high, and I went over this every day. You know, I say it's great, it's great, it's great, it's great. But then I'm like, hey guys, got to watch that daily time frame. So now we're going to put on support and resistance lines. We don't want to see Bitcoin break 48K. It breaks 48K, we're looking for definitely more downside to 46. And then this flag could get uglier too, right? We topped right here. And that's a triple top. We just could not. And I kept saying the bulls need a candle close above this level. And I talked about that over and over again. I left it in big letters. We couldn't get it. We could not get it. When we couldn't get it, it was highly likely we were going to dump to the downside. Sad, sad, sad. But I had every one of my lifers set up for this idea because we went over it every single day. I said we need a bulls to get a candle close above this level. This was my line in the sand. This is my, like, we have to, must. If we don't, downside. And there's our downside. Now, we're still holding higher lows, which is okay for now. But once we break this plane and that plane, it's bad news. So are we seeing some downside for Bitcoin? We are, right? The 3-day also played out pretty well. We're going to take a look. And the daily is spent. It's coming to the downside. Look, it's curving. And it's saying that we didn't really get high enough. We really didn't. So rejection by this point. And now it's got to see if we can just make a higher high above 45,000, 46. Like, it's all about this low, a higher low. It's all about this low now when it comes down to it. So Bitcoin's going to reset. And we even suggested this. I don't know if you remember, we projected the idea that we were away from the 21 and we were high on the daily time frame. So everything else is just to see if once you get high on the daily, you start playing that 4 hour and that 1 hour, you're just trying to scalp. You're seeing and that's definitely a Bart Simpson. Definitely a beautiful Bart, I guess, but nice Bart Simpson there. We'll take a look at the 4 hour. It's a perfect Bart kind of forming. Half Bart and another Bart. It's a daily Bart for sure, though. Any saving grace? Well, the 4 hour is finally oversold. suggesting that we may just be in, you know, a liquidity grab here. So, like so. Like we're going to come back in and form this. Or we're in a broadening wedge. Bitcoin sitting in a broadening wedge. Okay. Wants to move to the upside. Didn't get high enough, said no one ever. Send in the super chats for deep dives, people. Take a look at the sushi swap. Have you looked at V-Launch VPAD? Oh yeah, VPAD is hot. Shout out to the 199, Bree brother. We all love you, man. Thank you so much, Roddy Robinson. I appreciate you. And shout out to the first super chat. I believe there's some Zero Allegiance and another $7 from somebody else. I couldn't see where it's from. Actually, let me dig them up. Crypto Cam for the $5. Just showing love. Wishing all the lifers an epic day. Thank you for that. Roddy Robinson for the 199. Thank you so much. And we have another one in here. Joe for the $20. Losing family is hard. I can relate. My mother and youngest brother. Oh no, that was later. All right, so I don't know. Got one from today. And shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. And we're bouncing off this level here at 48,600. About to do some damage. All right. Is my name in blue? Chance sharing it. The money's coming. Me too. He could be in blue. He's been around a long time. Deep dive on HFUEL, please. HFUEL, funny. What is HFUEL? I don't even know. Shout out to Quentin Davis. Thank you. So Bitcoin, if it doesn't hold this level, we're going to see 47 and then 46K. And that's the 46K is the measured move of this M pattern. That is an M. That's a double top. And ugly double top, but it is what it is. So all eyes on if we can bounce out of the falling wedge here that we're in on the 4 hour, right? 4 hour is oversold, wants to pump. That daily though wants to come up and is just flatlining. That's a good sign whenever when I'm upside down. I do the same thing, and that's a beautiful flag. And I'm like, we're flagging. I said we're coming, you know, we'd be resetting to the downside and we'd be flagging out. So when you see the complete opposite, which is a resetting to the sideways movement while you're flagging up, it's a bearish time. You know, bearish zone here. So that's going to be our measured move out of the bear flag at 46,700. So we'll see. But that's telling us we're about to have some downside here on the 1 hour. We'll see. We're about to push up and get overbought. Right? Let's see, you know, and then we're going to dump. Bitcoin could pump out of this, you know, and we're going to look for some divergence. We'll see. We do see some strong divergence here. Let's take a look. Even on the 1 hour, which is a good sign. We see swing down to swing down. It's a downward movement here. But the RSI is swinging to the upside. Tells us that we could maybe kind of pause here and get some movement, but it's not 100% confirmed. And right there though, that is some bullish divergence forming. Okay. So we shall see. But again, like this is kind of what we were in here. Broke through the downside too. So like we had a beautiful flag here that was bullish and we broke down from it. We Bart Simpson out of this one. Came back up, did our thing. Things were looking beautiful. It's funny, man. They have been just dancing around. They're going after the leverage traders worse than I've ever seen in my life. It's like anyone who leverage trades now is almost a fool. Like it's almost obvious like what they're doing. Anything over 3x, like I'll dabble, but I think anything over 10x to me is the most. Like anyone who's jumping in with a few $100 thinking they're gonna 25x leverage, they're just losing $100, $100, $100, $100, $100. They say they have no money. This person ends up losing thousands of dollars over and over again by spending $100 here and $100. I'm telling you right now, leverage is like a coin thing at the casino. The guy with the least amount of money ends up, his whole paycheck after a month, he looks back. I just leverage every penny of it, and I don't own any cryptocurrency. That's why I don't condone it. And I spot trading is the thing because, what else can you do? You know what I'm saying? If you leverage trade, at least when you spot trade, you actually own something. You absolutely actually own something. And when you own something, you can actually use it to your advantage. So, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live. 153 people watching, 69 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Hope everyone's having a wonderful vacation after Christmas. Isn't that crazy? Christmas comes, it's always been 3 days after Christmas. How fast that moment just disappears. How fast that moment disappears. But yeah, got this computer and it maybe a lemon. I don't know what's happening. Maybe the setup. I have the same setup on my bigger computer. Everything seems to be the same. Makes me not want to leave home without my big computer ever again, So that is life in a nutshell, And again, Bitcoin ruins the show. When Bitcoin dumps, it takes the whole market with it. You're always got to track Bitcoin religiously. Religio. It's always about BTC. But again, we still pick some winners. We talked about LTO. I went over this many, many times that, whales are accumulating LTO, BTC, and there we have it. So lifers, LTO, BTC for the win, up 29% gains today. So LTO, bang, 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 we banged on them. LTO, BTC specifically too. And I said, LTO, BTC, I said earn some BTC. 30% gains today while the market slumps. LTO does its thing. I've been using this, one of my buddies put me on. Shout out to John, put me on to watching these whales. Fish of the whales, it's called, like fishing for whales. And it shows me when a lot of people are accumulating a certain coin. And for the last week or two, whales were accumulating LTO, BTC just over and over again. And I looked at the chart and I'm like, man, this thing looks a little different than the rest of the charts. And so LTO had a bit of a move here to the upside. And I liked what I saw for LTO. Coming up and bouncing, right? Here's rejection, and bouncing off of this beautiful point here to the upside. So LTO was the winner for the chicken dinner, man. LTO. And down tokens winning the show today again, getting down. ETH down, right? IOTA had a little bit of movement, up 12%, okay? Not too shabby. Rose a little bit. Phantom pumping back up fast and furiously off the lows from the 1 hour low at $2. Phantom pumping all the way back to $2.30. Not too shabby. Phantom reversing form very, very fast. Look at that. So Bitcoin dumped a little bit, but people said, no. This could be a shoulder ahead and a shoulder forming for Phantom, though. And we're high on that 1 hour. Something that worries me a little bit as well. So we'll be watching this very, very closely. High on the 1 hour for Phantom. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour is beautiful. Double bottoming with signs of strength. So we got to just see what we're going to do here on this 1 hour. And I'm going to actually look at another shape here as that gets crazy, right? Let's see. And Bitcoin's kind of doing the same thing. It's forming, we could say it's forming a couple things, right? And I form it here on Phantom, but we're going to look at this on Bitcoin eventually anyway. My man, what a discovery. A Bordeaux Magic Craft. You did this. Thank you. Shout out to Julia Caesar Labrana. Thank you so much, man. Zero, I'm taking my girlfriend tacos tonight. Took the night off. Lost the music. Yeah, we'll get that music pumping back up in there we go. There we go. I don't know why I would stop too, but this song's called Beach Memories. Everyone should have some beach memories in their life. Wonderful beach memories to be had, right? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in and appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'm going to attempt to maybe delete a background program here. Hold on. We'll go black for a second. I'm in the task manager. All right. Shout out to everyone here on the live. So look at Phantom. I like what I'm seeing here for Phantom. Could kind of form in this thing. Hit him with a rat-a-tat-tat. Shout out to Zero Allegiance for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much for the love, man, and all the support. Maybe I can start a super chat train with my $1.99, man. You guys are funny. Man, what a discovery of Porto Magic Craft. You did. Thank you. Appreciate that. Not sure what that meant, but I guess it was good. Bro, check out MetaPets. I hope some people keep a bag of it. It's looking strong. Yeah, MetaPets was hot, and I liked it when I first saw it. So Phantom is in this kind of broadened rising wedge, right? The bugle, we call it. And I like that. You know, double bottoming here on the 4 hour, but the 1 hour is not strong. Remember that. So we need sideways action. The 1 hour could take us down out of this pattern. So just this one worries me right now and says we'll have some sideways action for the day. Let's take a look at the dollar index. That's also going to kind of tell us what's happening with Bitcoin and what we're fighting against throughout the week, right? So the dollar index at 96.25, okay? Now, wants to pump on the 1 hour, right? Just like you see, so bump, 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 bump. That's why Bitcoin had an issue. You can see it. They're directly, irreversible. Like they're uncorrelated, you could say it, right? Directly inverse. And there's the pump of the 4 hour with more room to go too for the dollar. So the dollar takes a mighty pump today. That's going to give Bitcoin a little bit of a problem, all right? And look at the dollar about to pump on the daily. And we went over this. And I said this doesn't look good for Bitcoin next week based on this theory. The dollar wants to pump hard right now, showing signs that that's a negative sign for Bitcoin. And I have to say that. I give you guys exactly what you need to see every single day without pause, without lie, without fancy. And so, I mean, boom. I mean, that says we could at least get up here to the top of the channel, then maybe get rejected. But the dollar showing signs of strength on the daily time frame. And even look at the daily time frame. It's in a bull pennant. And that shows signs of strength, like the overall, the overall pattern is bullish for the dollar. It's not a strong sign for Bitcoin, not the best thing you want to see for when it comes to Bitcoin, okay? So this is something on the radar, something that we have to watch and pay attention to as well, okay? Damn. So that worries me right there. The dollar. So when I see that, it's time to get my short boots on and get ready to make some capital, right? Maybe jump in and out of some projects and make some capital, get my short boots together, okay? Let's see what we have in here. Why is this doing that? Let's see. Let's go to auto real quick. So Bitcoin down is now flagging on the 1 hour, showing signs of life. So look, this is how we do it. Look, the 21 about to cross the 200. It's not a golden cross, but when you see that, it's a good sign. It's a bullish sign for whatever asset you're trading. forming a bullish pennant there with a nice move to the upside. So BTC down, unfortunately, or BTC3S, right? Same scenario, same thing. Coming to the downside on the 1 hour, looking like a scalp for the afternoon, right? Remember that 4 hours high, I'm not saying you're going to hold it all night long, but it looks like it could be the scalp for the afternoon. A short for Bitcoin is approaching. So, and again, you all know that. I don't like to do this. I don't open shorts for Bitcoin but I do like to trade positively. And this tells me it's more likely we get this break to the upside than anything else. I hope this trade gets stopped out and doesn't work, right? But, you know, I just trade the probabilities the way I see them, and this is a 3.86 to 1 risk-reward ratio. It's below the support region. Bitcoin down may unfortunately be the trade of the day. Bitcoin down may unfortunately be the trade of the day. So I'm looking at Bitcoin down as the possible trade of the day. All right. And we'll take a look at HFUEL. What is HFUEL? Let's take a look at HFUEL. HFUEL. Bam. Bam. There's G Fuel. That's funny. Best gaming and esports drink. That's funny. Gaming and esports. Stay up all night and drink. HFUEL. Hollow Fuel. Interesting. A completely peer-to-peer cryptocurrency. Hollow Fuel is Hollow's native asset-backed multi-mutual credit currency. Hollow Fuel is HoloChain's base currency. That's a contractual service obligation redeemable hosting. Hollow Fuel is a mutual credit accounting system capable of performing billions of daily microtransactions. It is primarily used for HoloChain's application. Providers pay hosts for their services. Completely peer-to-peer, optimized for high speed. How is Hollow Fuel different? Asset-backed, value stake, scalable. How can I use Hollow Fuel? Spend it through a variety of apps and online marketplaces. Redeem fuel earned by hosting from other cryptocurrencies to pay your bills. Hollow Fuel. I believe this is what you, right? This is the Hollow Chain. Hollow Fuel, HFUEL. Pretty interesting. And we've been into Hollow Chain since day one. Hollow Chain's a really good project, and they've been around for a long, long time. Hollow Chain turned $100 into $3,000 in the last little run we've had. It's still at like $1,700, so it's done a 17x for me or more. Hollow Chain doing damage. Hollow Chain's been on my radar, so that's HFUEL. Interesting. Where can you pick up some HFUEL? We'll take a look at coin market cap and see what this thing's all about. I like TVK. Terra Virtual Collect is hot. Yeah. That's not the one. METAPETS is hot too. Putting METAPETS on your radar. We looked at it 2-3 months ago when it first came out. METAPETS. Hot. Hot. Definitely hot. I think I also have to take performance off. Just a few things I gotta check. I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know. So look at METAPETS. Let me go to the POCOin. The POCOin app, right? Funny, right? We'll see which comes first, the chicken or the egg. You never know. I wonder what will happen. I'll bet on the chicken. It'd probably be the egg, right? Look at METAPETS pumping hard to the upside, banging on them. METAPETS, man, and has been on the radar for a while. I didn't personally jump in. Wish I did. I mean, METAPETS is strong. Look at that. 10-minute chart. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. But this thing just continues to rip. Wow. Breaking all-time highs and doing serious damage. METAPETS. And we definitely threw it in this pennant not too long ago, talking about the other day. And, you know, you take the link to that poll, and there you have the move, and boom. I mean, that's where we hit exactly to the move. METAPETS probably going to have a pullback here. Somewhere to support it if it's good, you know, or maybe even lower back down here. Find its way. But METAPETS doing serious damage to the upside. Shout out to the money's coming. Dude is on point all the time. Many times throughout the day, throughout the week. Shout out to my man, the money's coming. Always hitting it with METAPETS, man. Appreciate you, my friend. So let's take a look here. HFUEL. Let's see. But I like to know that I know about HoloFuel now. I hate it when people say age is only a number. Age is clearly a word. Right? It really is. Like, it's funny. And HFUEL. I don't see it coming up here. All right? Could you check on HBAR or Casper Labs? Thank you, brother. 0. I'm falling on my chair. I know someone had to get into it when I called it out, but METAPETS had a huge burn and exchange listing. There you go, man. Lifer HFUEL token, Magic Craft. Yeah, I can't find HFUEL. I don't know what it is. We Googled it. Magic Craft continues to do damage, though. Let's talk about my baby, MCRT. Magic Craft. I mean, it's just, what an amazing project, right? And up 144% again today alone. And we break this down for you. So we taking gains when everyone else is kind of looking around the back of their shoulder. And I was all about this last night. I went over it numerous times. Ever since I looked at it, I said, this is a hot project. This is going to do serious damage. Again, not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here is financial advice. But Magic Craft was on my radar as a hot number to play. I was loving this thing. Just everything about it. Look at this thing. Just continues to rip to the upside. Insanity. We first talked about it down here in this cup. Magic Craft just doing absolute damage. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Magic Craft. Appreciate my lifers. Doing them for the win, baby. Doing them for the win. So, and I didn't put a lot of, I'm not putting a lot of charts out lately. I'm kind of being very selective of what I'm looking at. We hit LTO for gains. We hit Magic Craft for serious gains, though. I mean, this over 200% gains. Even from yesterday, just about 70, 80, 68% gains out of the flag for Magic Craft. So, Magic Craft doing damage. And again, if you're in the Patreon, you're learning about new coins, new things every single day. And that is something that I want to break it down. That's why people come into the Patreon. Not only to learn technical analysis, but look, I like to prove it just in case people understand. Yesterday, we're looking at one of the, when the market didn't do too well, right? Bitcoin kind of did its thing. And look, I'm showing you this can break up all the way to 6 cents from 3.9 and do some serious damage, right? And it went from 3.9 to 4.8, which ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? That's 1 cent on 39 cents. It's like about 25% gains out of that flag. And we were talking about it even before then, right? But Magic Craft doing damage. And look at it. I just can't believe it. What an amazing move for Magic Craft. Just parabolic city to the upside. So there's still movement in these little micro cap gems. Look, $16 million market cap, so they say. It probably is a little bigger, but, and it's on Phantom and on Binance Smart Chain. That makes it really exciting for me to talk about. So I like it. I like it a lot, baby. Magic Craft doing damage, right? Let's take a look at that Bitcoin dominance. Is it going to give up or is it going to bounce here? So we fell a little the last few hours. Yesterday was a nice little rally for the alts, right? And that's why we had some alt rallies. But you can see the 1 hour wants to push to the upside. Bitcoin dominance wants to say no, 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 and push to the upside. Let's take a look at US Tether dominance as well. That is flagging on the 1 hour. Look at that. Not a good sign for Bitcoin, right? If this begins to flag even more, right? Something like this. You could form this, or you could say it kind of fell out of the flag, fell back in. Now it's kind of about to break to the upside. Bitcoin showing, it looks like we may kind of fall down here. BTC down again, maybe the play faster than I realized. Let's take a look at the 15-minute on that. If it's about to turn on the downside, yeah, it's even indecisive in the middle there, forming another flag of its own. That's pretty bullish to me. So watch Bitcoin. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a fall for Bitcoin. Look, this is an M pattern. It's a bearish flag again. So, and the bulls never got the daily close above that level, like I talked about over and over and over again. Bulls need a daily close above this level. We did not get it. We did not get it. So far, I bounced off the 200. This is common. We got the bounce, and then we broke right through the 200-day moving average. Pitiful. Pitiful movement. The bears took aim, and the bulls gave way. All right, now bulls need to hold 45, 48,900, 49,000 area. If they do not, it's likely we have a move to the downside. To me, the probability says we will move to the downside again. They try to fake traders out all the time. We are about 7 for 9 trading Bitcoin. Only 2 times have we been stopped out, but it's been holding us down every single time. So, right. Shout out to everyone here on the chat. Thank you for coming on in and bouncing into the crypto lifestyle with me. How's that chat looking? Let me see what's going down with the chat. Sammy Cubbenheady, baby. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here on this vacation week. Most people I know are probably out there doing their thing, enjoying it, trying to get away from the computer, trying to get away from the market, trying to relax. I'm buying more if we hold 49K. Then we probably go upside and retest 52, in my opinion. It's going to be a battle. I'm going back to my bagel and coffee. HFUEL right here. Thanks for doing that. HFUEL token 497, up 520,000%. Oh my gosh, that's insane. And where was that? On nomics.com? I mean, that's insanity. That's absolute insanity. Look at that. Like, but look, the volume is 74,000. Like, ranked. This is like some scam, you know? The volume, $74,000 turned a tiny coin into, you know, 497. I don't know. I'd stay away from stuff like this. Anyway, but that's my opinion, and I could be wrong. I do what I gotta do. You do what you gotta do. It is what it is, you know? Had some news that I had ready to go. Would like to bring it up here if I could. Okay. Well, the news is, you know, Cardano about to do some serious damage. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing Cardano about to do damage. I also want to talk about the regulations for Binance. Looks like Binance may be getting regulated. This is big news for crypto, and it's going to change kind of the scope of what we see here. So, yeah. Here we go. First article here I wanted to go over was a Charles Hawkinson's article about Cardano, right? And, you know, Cardano ain't done yet. A lot of people are kind of giving up on Cardano. Cardano, he discusses the 2020 plans. Founder says project needs institutions to have stake in the success of ADA. You know, he's like, we need to make that hundreds and eventually thousands. We need to make institutions like universities and nation states to actively cooperate and collaborate and have a stake in the success of the project. You probably heard about climate change and energy crisis. Cardano is a very much green blockchain, as it consumes far less energy to produce a new block than Bitcoin and Ethereum networks. That is because Ouroboros is a proof-of-stake protocol. So Cardano managed to jump 8% in value during the last 24 hours and is up over more than 25% on the week. Year-to-date statistics indicate that Cardano is up 887%, but the cryptocurrency asset is down 49 from its all-time high of 309 on September 2nd. At that time, writing, Cardano's 24-hour price range was 143 to 159 per unit, right? But Cardano, we could see big things happening for Cardano. I would not give up on Cardano. I'm telling you right now. I still own a big old share of Cardano, and I believe in Cardano, right? So, look, HP branded servers hijacked to mine $110,000 worth of cryptocurrency. Crypto exchange BINANCE receives approval in Bahrain. Plans to become regulated and centralized worldwide. BINANCE has received an in-principle approval for the Central Bank of Bahrain to operate a cryptocurrency service provider in the country. The license is part of BINANCE's plan to become fully regulated centralized cryptocurrency exchange. The crypto exchange detailed. The in-principle approval comes after Binance applied for a license from the CBB as part of its plan to become a fully regulated centralized crypto exchange. CEO commented, the approval recognizes Binance's commitment to comply fully with regulatory requirements and our broader commitment to anchor operations and activities in Bahrain. I should know, but I don't know. Where is Bahrain? I never even heard of it. I don't want to be ignorant, so I'm going to have to find out where Bahrain is. The Persian Gulf, a small Arab state situated on the bay on the southwest coast of the Persian Gulf. It's an archipelago consisting of the Bahrain Islands, some 32 smaller islands. It's named from the Arabic term al-Bahrain, meaning two seas. Okay. So we chose some tiny islands in the Persian Gulf. But hey, it's a start, right? It's a start. Mexico's third richest billionaire. Advice. Invest in Bitcoin. Stay away from dollars and euros. Mexican third richest billionaire has advised people to stay away from fiat currencies like the dollar and euro and invest in Bitcoin, calling fiat fake money, made of paper and lies. He stressed that central banks are printing more money than ever before. Richard Salinas Pliego recommends investing in Bitcoin and says avoid fiat money. The Mexican's third richest billionaire, Richard Salinas Pliego, gave some advice Friday. In a video he posted on Twitter to wish his followers happy holidays. Salinas is the founder and chairman of Grupo Salinas, a group of companies with interest in telecommunications, media, financial services, and retail stores. According to Forbes' list of billionaires, his net worth is currently $13 billion. Stay away from fiat money. The dollar, the euro, the yen, or the peso. They are all the same story. It's fake money made of paper and lies. The central banks are printing more money than ever before. Invest in Bitcoin. I mean, if you want to listen to somebody, would you listen to your politicians or would you listen to one of the richest people in the world? I think I would listen to one of the richest people in the world because I think the richest guy in the world would tell me how to become rich, right? I think listening to him would probably be a good look. So, you know, you don't have to listen. Just look at what people got. Look at what people were doing. And go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got that dough. I would listen to what he's trying to say. You know, BNB still holding 502. Amazing. Ray Dalio sees limitations on Bitcoin price. He doubts Bitcoin can reach $1 million. Let's see what he says about that. I'd love to see his notion on that. Why? Bridgewater Asset shared his view on how high he thinks the price of Bitcoin could reach in an interview. The Bridgewater boss was asked. He says, I don't think it's possible. The way I look at it, there's a certain amount of Bitcoin and there's a certain amount of gold. I'll use gold as a benchmark, he added, noting that the market cap of Bitcoin is currently around 1 trillion and the market cap of the entire crypto market is around 2.2. If you take the amount of money that is in gold and not infused for jewelry purposes and not used by central banks, I assume Bitcoin won't be used for jewelry or central banks. That amount of gold is about 5 trillion, he explained. So right now, if you were to have a portfolio that has gold and Bitcoin, it's worth about 20% the value of gold. The billionaire emphasized that he does not think Bitcoin will be worth more than gold. I think that 20% sounds kind of right, he affirmed. But I really don't know what the right answer is. Logically, it seems to me that there's a limitation on its price in relationship to other things like it. I just think people will eventually, you'll have $2 trillion in gold, and I think Bitcoin will eat. Where do you think gold got the $1 trillion market cap? It probably got it from a lot of gold's market cap. There's a reason why gold isn't up as big as it should be in the past few years. You know what I'm saying? I think gold should be up higher, but I believe Bitcoin has taken some of the shine. You know, even me, I would have bought more gold, but I didn't. Right? So, the pearl of the Middle East, Arabic Vegas, BAHRAIN, the pearl of the Middle East, Arabic Vegas. Really, pretty cool, man. One day we can buy an island with our Bitcoin and name it the Sammy Islands for the lifers. The Sammy Islands. Sounds pretty nice, man. I posted the real HFUEL token in the Patreon, Telegram. Gersh, I went to Pigeon Forge in Galenberg last night. It's the Hillbilly Vegas. It was nuts on a Monday night. It's pretty cool. I want a mana. Let's take a look at RAD. You say is looking nice. Let's take a look at RAD on the move. Shout out to each and every one of you for coming on into the live. Thank you for jumping on in to the live stream as Bitcoin holds 48,009. But I'm telling you, we could get a pump on the 15-minute. It would probably just bring us back to the top of this channel, right? Don't be too excited. Watch this 1 hour. Curling on us, showing signs of a dump. And that's a bear flag, in my humble opinion. So watch this. We could definitely dump. Measured move is the length of the pole. Just conservatively. 46.6. Right down there. So watch this closely. We could see a 47,000. Or actually, thank God, at least it's only 47. I thought it was lower. So measured move here is $47,000 Bitcoin. $47,300 Bitcoin, right? Also, that daily, not in your flavor at all. Let's take a look at the 3-day. 3-day is just getting started, though. We're just getting that little kind of in-between movement. Hopefully, this can get, in the next 3 days, this can turn back into a green candle. We'll see. We should see. Another good sign is I saw on the daily was this big wick. We just got wicked up off of 48,300. So be it, you know, showing signs of a big buy up, but we shall see. Hopefully we double top up here and get out of this channel to the upside. Again, these aren't channels. I don't like to trade things like this. I set up a short because the short looks more like the higher probability, but at the same time, some days I stay on the, like this is the day I would just kind of stay off on the radar. You know what I'm saying? Watch other coins. These are good days to DCA into projects that you've been waiting on. You know, let's take a look at a strong project that I keep talking about that I've been watching, and it's good to have a focus, good to have a main focus, right? And this is Kadena. Kadena really not bashing, you know, really not getting too bashed by Bitcoin's fall down here. It's on its own thing. Like it was just at $10 and it's boomed up 50% all the way to about what, $16.97. It just went up 70%. Went from 10 to 17. And now to me it's in a cup and handle. As you can see, a beautiful one. And it's kind of has some indecision on the 1 hour, right? 4 hours ready to go though and oversold. So 4 hour wants to rock here for Kadena, KDA. So KDA is on my radar on that 4 hour. Let's wait for this 1 hour to follow through. We have basically the afternoon until later tonight. Once tonight begins, the 1 hour should have reset and we'll be able to find out where we're sitting and we'll go from there. We'll take a look at total, the entire market cap of cryptocurrency, holding $2.3 trillion. Let's see what happened. Let's see what we see here. So we broke out of the giant cup and handle. As we zoom out here and we show you what I'm looking at, we broke out of this giant kind of cup. See? Sad thing is, are we breaking? No. So far, we're really not breaking this trend line. If we break this trend line, it could say that we get all the way back down here to $1.2 trillion. I'm just, you know, I'm not the bearer of the bear's news. And I'm not guaranteeing these things. I just show you measured moves that are possible. These are possible measured moves. So let's zoom in here. We want to hold this level. Let's get rid of all my nonsense here. Clean this up. Random. So we bounced nicely there. Look, we got the bounce with the divergence. We came up. We got rejected. We bounced there. But we're high on this 1 hour. In the daily too as well. So that's got me kind of just like, you know. Bit of a pigeon here. This needs to reset. Is that the worst we get? You know? Could get lower and could get worse. So I'm watching this 1 hour. I want to see how this 1 hour forges before I jump on into a trade. Sometimes the best trade is no trade at all. I'm going to be watching the markets closely today. with alerts set up around BTC. All eyes on Bitcoin. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the love. Shout out to Zero Allegiance for the 5 beans. What did you say there? I hate it. Can we look at CELR today? Thank you. We'll take a look at CELR for sure. My landlord told me we need to talk about the heating bill. Sure, I said. My door is always open. Hilarious. Hey Lifer, I've been looking into an algo project, Zone Game, or Zone Token. And AFK Elephants just wanted to see if I can look into it. Your thoughts? Zone Token on algo. Zone ICO, is this here? Zone Token. How much can you do more with Zone Token? Zone Game, the Algorand-based gaming platform. Zone Token review. Interesting. Let's take a look at this puppy at zone.game. Welcome to the Zone. GameFi decentralized fund. Zone is a native token of the Zone GameFi ecosystem. It's a multi-unit utility token that powers everything on the platform. You can do much more with the Zone Token. Challenge, play, earn, social gamification unite with your buddies. Challenge your friends using Zone. Automatic wallet payments when you win. Challenge directly with Zombo or Zone Play. And power up with Zone NFTs. Zone Fantasy Sports, on-chain fantasy leagues powered by smart contracts. Farm virtual sports teams. Stack up fantasy points. Emulate your fantasy leagues on BINANCE chain. And the best teams with the league and the Zone Token pool. Zone NFTs. This is pretty interesting, right? Stake Zone for rewards. How Zone works. 1 billion Zone. Token sale. Stake Algo USDC. Other programs. Zone Token. Yield farming. Stake and earn Zone. Tokenomics. 10%. Liquidity pool. 2% through the advisors. 2.3 to marketing. 10% to reward and airdrops. 25%. Oh no, 25%. 10% to marketing. Okay. 10% to the liquidity pool. Private sale was 12%. Public sale was 4%. Okay. It's kind of a big private sale. Could dump on you. Community vibes entering the zone. Interesting. The Zone Token. Look, they had add MetaMask button there on. That was pretty cool. All right. Looks like it's not on CoinMarketCap yet. That's hot. So you want to get things early bird style. The Zone Token. Interesting. Let's take a look at their Telegram. Let's take a look at their Twitter. How many people are following them? What's going down with the Zone Token? Wow, 15,000 followers. The first GameFi ecosystem on Algorand. Play to earn cross-chain Discord bot, yield farming, AFK, elephants, NFTs, on-chain fantasy sports, and more. It's pretty hot, actually. I'll give it to them. Bankless. They like it too. As a football fan, XTZ esports fan, I'm excited to see Ad Kishnu and the Zone team mixing with football legends like Bonucci, Leo 19, Leonardo Bonucci, right? Huge launch coming on Equinox launch in January. Let's go. Play to earn Gamify. Interesting. On Equinox launch? Are you in the zone yet for Ultimate Soccer Challenge? FIFA. Enter the zone. Global Algorand. Borderless cap. Shisha. This is going to be big. This is hot. How do you purchase this? Where do you get it? Where do you get this coin? Let's take a look at their Telegram and then go to like a pinned message here. 5,000 members on Telegram. Are you in the zone yet for the Ultimate Soccer Challenge? In the zone. How do you get your hands on this coin? We'll give away 100 in algo to the best one. We're excited to announce that Zone is the official platinum sponsor of the Global Soccer Awards. We'll be giving away our award for the best esports player of the year. It's pretty hot. I mean, it seems like they're dominating. I like what they're doing here. This is big. Zone is hot. Getting their name out there, good marketing, good project. Seems to be connecting with a lot of people. I like it. Shmi, 15 car vlogger and YouTuber in the zone. It's pretty cool. Race car driver entering the zone. She's a race car driver? That's pretty cool. Oh, that was sick. That's pretty spicy. CEO made the ceremony first move of the match between Magnus Carlsen and Ian at the Fight Worlds. Really? In the zone. I mean, this guy is doing big things. So today we are announcing one of 3 Launchpad partners for our upcoming public IDO, ENJINSTARTER. Ooh, that's going to be spicy. All right, sign up and get your wallets ready. So ENJINSTARTER, blockchain games and the metaverse Launchpad. Register and KYC, ENJINSTARTER. So you do have to KYC for that Launchpad, but ooh, this is hot. Upcoming projects: EX Sports, Hydraverse, Dogeon. Interesting. Completed projects: HoloLoot, Racify, GameStar, not GameStar, but GameStar, an AI-powered guild empowering unprivileged players from around the world, Geopoly. Interesting. So it looks like they're going to be launching here. Really hasn't even been announced yet. So Zone. Am I right? I mean, are they not out yet? I mean, December looks like they've been out, but I guess not, right? I could be getting some old news here, but it doesn't look like, hey, buy Zone. Like that's another thing. A company should say, here, buy Zone, and just show us where to buy. I don't think you can buy it yet. I could be wrong, though. Let me know if I'm wrong here in the chat. Beam me up in the chat here. Rad looking spicy. Let's take a look at Rad. Rodney, they found him in the lake at Oklahoma. Not sure exactly what went down. I don't run with that crowd anymore. Maybe back in my teens and early 20s. 4 kids, but not for me anymore. I live in the zone, boss. Soul 3 bullish, unfortunately. Shaking my head. Yeah, it is, baby. Well, my old neighbor got shot a month ago. That's about the most exciting Ozark news. Jeez. Ozarks, man. Shout out to my dude in the Ozarks. Ozarks is one of the safest places to live in the world. Reshow 89. I've been looking into an Algo Project Zone game or Zone token. AVAX. Just want to see if yeah. Dude, that thing looks hot, dude. Thank you for putting that on our radar. Everyone write Zone down. We definitely want to get into that IDO and get a piece of that if we can. That looks like it's going to do a big damage. A lot of people wanted to be down in sunny Florida, but they didn't get to come here because of the, because of the airports, right? Imagine just getting, you booked this months ago and you just can't go on your trip. Horrible stuff going on, man. Moving forward, let's take a look here. Now, I wanted to take a look at what he asked about here, which was CELR. Let's take a look at CELR. I mean, it's going to follow Bitcoin. You can see it's got the M pattern. It's got, but there's a little bit of bullish divergence forming here on the 1 hour. So even though the 1 hour isn't looking the best, we do see some divergence. CELR is forming a bit of a cup and handle here too as well. Let's take a look at CELR. I haven't looked at it in its entirety in a long time. So we're going to look at the daily and find out what we're seeing here. So you want to put in your support and resistance lines right off the bat. First thing you want to be doing all the time when trading. Okay. Remember, you got a short, you got a short. You got a long, you got a long. You trade the way you got to trade. You trade the market the way you trade the market with what the market gives you. All right? And there is CELR. Okay. I see that doing damage back to 24 cents from 7. I mean, that's going to be beautiful. It could come back down here and bounce off of 5.5 cents. Don't be too scared. If it breaks 5.5, I'd be worried. That's the line in the sand for me. But I like CELR. Even despite its downside, it's not too bad compared to Bitcoin. It's not as red as it could be. So CELR on the daily, though, does have to come down. You see, almost everything is resetting on the daily time frame, right? We're hoping it's just small daily, and we still pump, right? So everyone's watching this these ideas here on the daily time frames. Okay. Magic craft, man. See? RAD ready to fly. What is RAD? Rad. Let's see here. Rad on Binance. It's also on Coinbase. You love them Coinbase plays. Daily doesn't look too hot for Rad, right? Let's take a look here. 1 hour also doesn't look too hot. Is this the same coin? Are we talking about? Oh, are you talking about erratics? Rad looks overbought a little bit here. Take a look at the 4 hour though. Even that, yeah, I don't know. This doesn't look good to me. It's the same thing. I'll take a look at EXRD just in case you're talking about Radix. But Radix this looks hot. I think you were talking about Radix. Because this looks hot. Radix is flagging with the 200 here. Can you look at MTV? Can we talk about MTV? I mean, if you'd like me to, we could talk about it. Let's take a look here at Erratix on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, this thing's ready to fly, baby. Look at that. EXRD on the radar. I definitely will be watching this. You could have a flag here is the bigger target too. It's just the length of these poles. No time. And you can see the cup and handle that it's forming here too as well. So despite the market being funky wonky, Erratix looks like it may do some damage today. Radix. So I'm gonna take a look at the 15-minute. And that thing looks spicy. Everything is checking out here. Erratix looks good in the 15, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour. That's a good sign, right? So I believe this is what you were talking about. Rad, baby. Radix. RAD. EXRD. Oh, I gotta get Fam Bam. I had to acquire another 9 to 5 since I moved. So it's back to the grind for me. I gotta get Fam Bam. Metaverse DAO. EXRD. Radix, my baby. My man. Yeah, you're the man. Same page all day long, my friend. Yeah. It checks out. It checks out. Alright. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. And Erratix looks like maybe my trade of the day, baby. If there was any trade to make, we may have uncovered it. We sniff it out here. That's what we do here. If you're new to the channel, come on in. We sniff out the hottest trades of the day. And then we continue to add to them and talk about them and continue to analyze throughout the day and continuously into the night. If you're in my group, then you know what it is. And we put in that work every single day, right? This is HFUEL token here on DexTools. Someone gave it to me too, BUSD HFUEL. But that was the thing that was up at like 4. Let me make sure it's that same one, right? Total liquidity, 22 cents. Came back down at 8 cents now. Okay, so it had a little quick pump and dump here. Now it's gonna form in this. So this is the HFUEL. Thank you so much for the link. Shout out to Rodney. Shout out to everyone on the team. Shout out to Grace for throwing that in there. So HFUEL is forming a wedge, and it could begin to break out of here and pump to the upside. Right? You see that? Okay, so there's HFUEL. Write that back down. Contract address for that is here. Ends with a D. B. You'll notice the contract address ends up here on the Explorer, right? Okay. That's an interesting way to interact with it. You can also hit here and view the contract. That's the proper way to do things, right? Actually, yeah, do that because that was I was wrong. See, so contract address is up here now. Changed actually with that, so it isn't always that. Sometimes I've seen that. Hobbs Networking. Now I got a link to an app. HNW, right? HFUEL. I think it's just another one of these quick pump and dump staking coins, you know. All are fueled to financial freedom and generational wealth. Hobbs Network. HFUEL is set to start 2022 with a bang. Lots of profit sharing. HFUEL are set to go in motion for NFTs, the Lazarus Pit, and by launching our first ever project on our very own launch pad. Interesting. The newly released token by Hobbs Networking, which fuels the system that generates a passive income. Join the Lazarus Pit. Hobbs Networking, HFUEL. So we finally got to the bottom of HFUEL. Appreciate you for sending that link in. I'm happy that I kind of went and dabbled into that just to double check. So Erratics looks like the trade of the day for me. If anything is going to pop, it's going to be EXRD. Nice on all time frames. Looking solid, and it's a great project. I also hold a big old bag of it. 75 degrees here in sunny Sarasota, Florida. It's a beautiful day out here. It is so absolutely beautiful. 75 every day. It just doesn't rain here. It's like absolute paradise. How could I be upset in paradise? You know what it is? I want top notch. I want the best. And I want to make sure that everyone in my group is getting the best. I want to make sure there's no drop frames, make sure everything is pumping, doing what it can do. You know, having a blast, having fun. I'm just going to relax and let everything take its course. I know that Allah has my back, God has my back, and no matter what. But there's the dump that we talked about right there to 48,500, right? Boom. Like clockwork, there it goes, baby. There it goes. Just like we said it would. I hate being good at my job. You know what I'm saying? Days like today is when I do not like being good at what I do. And 3S was the win. See? And we had you. We had you at it. We'll go back. It was BTC down, but we had you. Talked about this already and went over it in depth and said if I had to do anything, I would short the BTC. And look at that beautiful pump to the upside. So shout out to anyone that jumped on into the trade. We give you another live trade here. We don't miss, whether it's a short, whether it's a long. And that's how you know we're not moon boys here. I'm a trader at heart, a trader, and it is what it is. And there's a little tiny 3%, right? Bitcoin went down 1%, you get your 3%. But there it is, right? And just getting started, look, getting the flip, the movement, and that could create a bit of a pump here. Sad to say, looks like Bitcoin's starting its trajectory to the downside, right? And so there it is. There it is, 48,400, and we see lower. Like, we see lower. Let's look at a smaller time frame. Okay, 50-minute is getting extended eventually. Do we see the bullish divergence? We see some slight here on the 15. We see swing down to swing down, but down here is not the same as swinging to the upside. Could hold us down for a bottom here. You never know, but only time will tell. Funny, I'm going to look at another idea here. Right, so this is my Binance chart from yield. I'm going to erase it now. We got rejected by that, and we can start. We've been working on this since this flag here, and we traded 9 trades here on Bitcoin. We were wrong two times. We hit our stop loss. This trade here would be another win because we called the short, and the short's pumping to the upside. So sad to say, we called the short on Bitcoin when we opened up, and I said anything could happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but I said if I had to place it, the probability is that we're going to have a short. The probability was that we were going to see a short. So that was what was the most probable, and that's what occurred. Okay. So there we have it. Low light, right? Funky socks from Valente. This is Bitcoin cryptocurrency every single day here. Breaking it down for you, showing you how we trade for a living consistently all the time. And there you have it. There's the Bitcoin short. And it's going to take your USDT pairs down. It's going to be a sad, but you got to learn how to flip it And, you know, you got to be ready. And that's why you come to the channel every single day. Here we go. And so we called this short, and now we're going to watch it pay off. 3% gains. And I hoped it didn't play out. But, you know, my system told me that this was going to play out. And so there you have it. Okay? Now we're going to go a little higher, and then we're going to have to flag out here before we can pump again and watch this 15-minute reset. Sad to say that 1 hour still has momentum, though. So you trade this bullishly just like you trade something bullish. Put my alert down here. Same scenario. Nothing changes. Right? And when that hits, I'll know when this flag is up and this short. So that was basically the first entry of short. You could take your profit now. 3.2% gains in about 10-20 minutes. We haven't been live that long. So bam, bam, bam for the move. Right? So there's the Bitcoin short. Like clockwork. Right? Nailed it. We nailed it. I mean, it was obvious. I don't know why. I mean, you could see there was a pennant forming, and we were low in the stochastics. It's what I do for a living. I do the same thing every single day. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I hope you are, right? I hope you are. Let's go back to the overall markets that I see. Is there any winners here? Anything holding it down besides Magicraft holding 133% gains? Magicraft doing damage, baby. Doing damage. Let's take a look at what we see here in the 24 hours. So IOTA holding a 4% gains. Icon up 3%. So they're the two strong coins of the day, IOTA and Icon. And then all stables. All stables. Sushi Swap barely because it had a nice pump throughout the week. 60% for Sushi Swap at 8.73. Immutable X up 20%. But everything else is down. A red day for the entire market of cryptocurrency. Really not one coin really kind of doing its thing. The entire day for cryptocurrency market down. Let me see if I have so many tricks up my sleeve here. My 3 commas will show me some low cap gems here on KuCoin that we can take a gander at. So look at that. DAC, which is a coin I'm holding right now, up 110%. Chronotech, which is time, up 34%. CARGOX, which we talked about yesterday. I wanted to actually go in depth, didn't get a chance to. And strong. FTG, even Phantom Go, holding 35 cents. Sol up 99.99%. CBC Network holding. So these are the green coins that are holding right now. Interesting, right? Let's take a look at CARGOX. Something not many people know about CARGOX. Doesn't even have a USDT pair yet. CXO. And look at the flag it's forming here. This is actually pretty bullish against the BTC pair. So we're going to watch CARGOX. We're going to find where the money is no matter what. I know too much about the market. I'll be able to kind of pinpoint a low cap gem that nobody really knows about that's kind of holding its own, and that's what we're doing. I have 100 different tactics and ways to do this, and I'll get you there. If you want to learn these skills, jump into the Patreon. Not only will you learn technical analysis, but you'll learn how to tackle crypto and as an analyst, basically how to look at things differently, how to really break it down for yourself and get it in. You know, no more drop frames, not again. Things have been moving really smooth ever since I closed the computer. This is very interesting. Ever since I closed the computer, things have been moving smooth as all. So it's interesting when this thing is open, it gets hot, things aren't moving well. Now I have the computer closed, seems to be pretty good. So that, just even that, having to produce that much for its own monitor tends to jam up that computer a lot. So hopefully if we keep this going tomorrow, this is how I'm going to keep it rocking. And I'm going to be excited. So there we have it. There we have it. We'll go from there and see. It'll be a test. But so far things are running very, very smooth here. Computer running very well. Look, no performance issues at all. I'm extremely, extremely happy. So there we have it. If this runs the same as tomorrow, all will be well. Look at even LTO taking a bit of a dump here though. When Bitcoin dumps like this, it's going to take the whole market down the tubes. That's why you got to short it. There's really nothing else you can do but short the market. Okay. And you got to learn how to short. If you don't know how to short, join my Patreon. We'll be there for you. We'll explain. We'll teach you the ways. We'll show you what assets you can use to short. We'll break it down for you. Okay? And again, I think the short should pull back here and begin to form a flag. Bitcoin should probably slow down. Why is that? Because, and this is what you want to watch. You want to watch real-time dumps. You want to be with a trader during a real-time dump. This is a good thing to do. This is how you're going to learn. This is where the learning truly occurs during these times, right? So we got this swing down to swing down, hardcore. We're oversold now on the stochastics, and we got divergence forming because that is bullish divergence. We got swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down, and the divergence has occurred. So Bitcoin, can we hold 48,000 and not break? It would be beautiful. Let's take a look at our support and resistance areas on the 6 hour, shall we? Remember someone suggesting we should begin to trade this 6 hour time frame. I would love to. Make it my new thing. So we got support and resistance lines here. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to do, I said I was going to do, let's do it. It's bound to put me in a good mood. Now the stream's running great, I feel great. It's weird, I'm off when the stream's off, I'm on when the stream's on, I'm back and forth no matter what. And it's hard for my wife because she sees me just like stressed and not stressed, stressed and not stressed. Like, you know, we'll do some summer reggae. Let's do it, baby. Hell yeah, we switched it up on you real quick. Real quick. Siesta key, baby. Oh. Hopefully I'll hang out with Roddy. You know, Roddy, I feel like I'm making Roddy cut work. Like, I tell him I'm going to go hang out, and he's like, all right, I'm coming. And I'm like, dude. He's like, I'm there. He's like, I got to show you the way. I got to show you what's up. I can't have you waste time. You got to know all the good places to eat. You got to know everything. I got to be there. I'm like, you're there, bro. You're there, man. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And thank you for jumping on into the live stream with the Crypto Lifer. We're rocking that reggae, baby. We're kicking it, and we're having a blast. So we're looking at support and resistance lines for Bitcoin on the grand scheme of things here. And again, if we break 48K, we're coming back down to 47,003. We break that, we're coming back down to 45,000. All right, which is this line, or we could say 46K evens. Which we've wicked below, though. And then, of course, that scary wickage that was all the way down here. All right. But look, this is my line here, 40,000, right? And then when we look at it too, we could say, hey, we're in a bigger move here. I want to see this again. I'm trying to I redo my thoughts here. So we could say we broke out of this wedge. Or could you say we're still in it? Nah, I say we broke out. Okay, that's fair. Now the thing is, we never really retested the breakout of the smaller wedge, which was this one here. This was like the bear flag that I thought we were definitely going to break down from, and Bitcoin reversed, right? Shoulder, head, and shoulder though too. See, you can't see it, but it's interesting. Watch this. This is nuts. We did point that out. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder, and that is the measured move of the shoulder. It's the head to the neckline. We're about doing it right there. So you can see how the head and shoulder broke to the upside. Also, it's a rising wedge. Broke to the downside, right? Measured move of the rising wedge is even kind of right there. Or to the next support zone right here. We went over this yesterday in depth. I made a video for my Patreons where I said this would be the measured move if we broke to the downside. You can even see my comment. I feel so much better now. Internet pumping, everything running right, everything seeming the way it should be. Excellent, 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 excellent. All right. No more drop frames, baby. No more drop frames. Everything running correct. Camera running right, everything doing its thing. Sammy's back in a good mood, baby. Sammy's back in a good mood. Sammy Coming Handy is back. And you guys see me slightly flustered, which I never want to be. But I am a person who sometimes has not perfect. Won't let me move the chat in, so I keep it here now. Jamal, my man. Shout out to my man Jamal. What's up, Big Rob? Give thanks and praise. Shout out to everyone here. Doing better, man. I like fat bottoms. Not really sure about double bottoms, though. Everything setting up for double bottoms. Everything is setting up for a big double bottom here. This could be a giant double bottom down here, right? Look at this. I think this is what Crypto Greg is explaining here. You see that? The rising wedge breaks down to the double bottom. The rising wedge breaks down to the double bottom. The rising wedge breaks down to the double. We see it a lot. We do see it a lot. So there's a chance of a double bottom here for Bitcoin. And the 15-minute has hit its limit. It says, I'm done. I can't go any lower. I'm going to bounce here. So expect a bit of a bounce here. You could play a scalp if you want to be savvy, but be careful. You could play a scalp if you want to be savvy. Remember, though, that 1 hour is still just getting started for a DOM, which is kind of whack, right? And it just started to break down. I'd be wary that there's more downside here. I really would for the day. 46K. I'd be definitely wary of more downside. Sorry. I pressed one wrong thing here. Command H is history, Alt H is that, and then bam, the whole thing just collapses. Right? OD in the house. Get better for Dell. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in, calling yourself Crypto Lifers, and being a part of the live stream. Even this plays now, which is crazy, right? Interesting. Maybe the internet just needed some time to find itself. I'm on the 5G. Now, when you have 5G and a regular one, which one should you be on? I figured you should be on the 5G. The modem's right behind me, though. So, you know, the modem's right behind me. It is what it is, right? Had to shut the computer down again because the screen turned that crazy colors. This thing is amazing. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. 48. I see more downside. A wick off of this, but that's just the 50 minutes slowing down. So the 50 minutes gonna slow down. When I die, I want to be cremated. It's my last chance to have a smoking hot body. So horrible, man. This dude's just gonna keep it up with the jokes till I'm in a better mood. Seriously, you're freaking hilarious, bro. You need to try some conch while you're in Florida. I've never had conch. I'll try some conch. Is that code word for something else? No, I'm just joking. So our short for Bitcoin went well so far, and we may not be out the woods yet. You know, we may not be out the woods yet. What we're hoping for is this, though. You know what we want, right? This is what we want, baby. This is what we're looking for, right? Inverted head and shoulder. We got our move to the upside, and we can make our move. You know, this is like the best case scenario. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just trying to, in a dream, in a beautiful dream world, where all is well. This is how we can get out of this mess, right? 15 minute is, let's see. 50 minutes saying yes. I'm going to kind of at least retrace here back to the upside. And you're going to get the pump back, hopefully back to resistance or the top trend line here. You're looking to get basically not too far, basically back up to about 49K if you can. Might even get rejected earlier, right? So we do see the divergence now, which is pretty strong. Swing down to swing down. And it is confirmed divergence at this point because that is a sharp swing down. And this is a swing down, but nowhere near that angle. It's class A, it's class B divergence. Strong class B though. Class AB, it's in between the two divergences, right? So it's not too bad. Okay? Not too shabby. All right. Amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. I wouldn't really like hedge, you know, we're not trying to just jump into anything too crazy now. We went over MetaPets. We went over a bunch of low cap gems that are actually doing well no matter what. Well, we took LTO for the win. BTC. Right, BTC pairs of strong certain coins are going to do well today. Like, they're going to hold up against Bitcoin, right? That's kind of what we're looking for. Look at Ant, though, out of nowhere, getting legs. And this thing's just been booming. Insanity, right? So Ant, the only bullish thing in the game right now. Crazy. Broke out of this wedge. Cup and handled itself in a way. Cup, tiny little handle, and blasted off. Getting overbought here. But this is a strong coin compared to everything else, right? See a pullback after this, but wow. Apologize for not being on this one on the very, very beginnings, but wow. Someone tried to pump this one hard. Data, right? And then XRP down is a winner for the day. MAHA versus ETH continues to pump. For whatever reason, this MAHA continues to pump. I've been holding MAHA down for a long time. Continues to pump. Look, watch it breaks this region. Watch MAHA continue to rip against Ethereum. This is at a rejection point, but once it breaks through this point, I mean, look for it to gap up even faster. MAHA, you might want to write that down, put it on your radar, right? And now we're up 13% gains for BTC down, right? So BTC down for the win, doing damage. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom on the day. I mean, only 3% since we looked at it, but up 13% since kind of liftoff here. IOTA is showing signs of strength as well. 1 hour chart. We'll form a flag here and see if we get a little more pinch out of IOTA later on the BTC pair. Icon also kind of pumping today, regardless of the market. Had a huge pump. I don't know if they had some news. We'll take a look at them on CoinMomo, see what's going on for Icon. I hold a big old bag of Icon, but holding them since 2018, if you can believe that. So got in at 30 cents, got in at about 386 at the very beginning when it all started. Dollar cost average my way with one other buy at 30 cents and then never look back. So it's still holding a really nice 5x. Remember, Icon was down there below a buck, really couldn't do damage, you know. We talked about UOS, one of my favorite coins on the radar, right? And remember, they just kind of liquidity grabbed, and then this pumped again. So watch UOS, Ultra. This has been on my radar, and it's a strong coin against Bitcoin. You can see this. Like, Bitcoin dumped. This thing really didn't. It just kind of did a little bit of a loop, bounced off the 200-day moving average, and boom, bounced up here again. So we'll put a flag on this. I'll be watching UOS as well. That's on my radar. So don't worry. No matter what happens, we're going to find where the money is in cryptocurrency. We're going to keep you guys educated. We're going to keep flowing no matter what. We're going to stay positive and move at the speed of light like the lifers do, man. Nothing can slow us down. Nothing will stop us. We're going to continue to break through walls every single day. Phantom back to 220. Made that beautiful high here at 243. Remember, it's getting high on that daily time frame. It's extremely overbought on the daily time frame. In my humble opinion, extremely overbought. So, hey, just putting that out there. Usually we flag out or we come to the downside here, right? I mean, this is something that we're looking at. A retest maybe of this trend line. We also want to pull a Fibonacci. Maybe we're going to bounce off of a Fib. Right now we're holding above the 382, but we come down and bounce off the 0.5. You can see where we hung out at the golden pocket. Was that a coincidence? I don't think so. Highly unlikely. We hung out right there, golden pocket, shoulder, head and shoulder. You're always looking for the inverted head and shoulder on the 200-day moving average near the golden pocket on the daily time frame. It's usually a good sign of a reversal to the upside. Now we just need to see a flag, a sideways flag, probably back down to $1.98, $2. We see some levels that we wouldn't want to see Phantom break. It's already kind of playing with that level, so we'll go here. Phantom, don't break. Basically, if it breaks 195, we could be looking back down at 146, 165 Phantom. Okay. So levels to watch for Phantom, and then it's got a really, really strong support zone here at about the 618 at 143 Fibonacci level. So that could happen. We'll be watching it closely. So here's a zone. Look, up and down, up and down. There's a nice zone. We wouldn't want to see Phantom break this 190, 205, 199 area. It does break. We're going to see it back down here to about 140, 139 area. So that's what we're looking at for Phantom. All right. Shout out to everyone on the Super Chats. Shout out to the comedians on the Super Chat. And this guy gives so much. Zero Allegiance. This guy, man. I can't believe how many people support me and love me. I tried to start a professional hide-and-seek team, but it didn't work out. Turns out, good players are hard to find. YFI, please, sir, from Rex Gordon. Thanks. We'll take a look at YFI from my man Rex Gordon for the 199. Beginner's course Tuesday, January 4th from 3 p.m. A perfect way to put the pieces together to learn the TA and the language of the patterns. 2 hours that are life-changing. Email cryptolifers@gmail. Sent a pic to your DM of it. Thanks, man. Super chat, XVV, oh yeah, VXV, AFK Elephants, we got that one, Coax VR and YFI. Let's take a look at COS, let's take a look at VR, and let's take a look at YFI. Let's take a look at what VR is doing. That's very interested in VR. Also, PEL. Remember Propel? Propel as it bounced into my radar. And when things kind of zoom in here, you definitely want to pay attention to whatever zooms on into my mind. It's a little bit psychic, analytic, and a little bit of both. So look, Propel took a beating down to 24, which is nice, right? We played it hard for a little bit, scalped it one night. And now it came down and formed this bowl, right? How much lower can PEL go? I mean, it's at the bottoms. I mean, this is a triple bottom. Look, 1, 2, 3. Triple bottoming here for Propel. And it's getting oversold on the 1 hour. So I'm just, hey, high risk, high reward for sure. High risk, high reward. But if we get a bounce in the market in general, this will just kind of at least get a little quick bounce here. And you can see it back up to 32. Not too shabby, right? So Propel on my radar. It is triple bottoming, and you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. So Propel on the radar, triple bottoming. We're gonna be watching it very, very close. Propel, okay? LTO at 43. Kind of holding its own here. And what I'll do with LTO here is because what I like about LTO is, look, it's touching the 21 already. It says it's going to go a little lower now. So this is what we need to see here. A downwards flag. And we'll put an alert here, and we'll be watching this one. We need Bitcoin to reset. Once Bitcoin resets, all can be well. All can be well. Another super chat in the game. Tip for the Zero Legion stand-up comedy show this morning. Jinhua for the $5 for the stand-up comedy show. It was an amazing show. I probably missed one of the jokes, too. There seem to be so many. Good players are hard to find. I like that. What did the stoplight say to the car? This is my daughter's favorite joke. Don't look. I'm changing. YFI, please, sir. Thank you. We'll take a look at YFI. We'll take a look at VIR. And we'll take a look at VXV. VXV, the Vectroverse AI. I mean, what a great name, right? Vectroverse AI. Look, head and shoulder there. That's a shoulder. I mean, that's a textbook head and shoulder. So what we want to see is we want to see this hit the measured move. It doesn't have to. There's a chance that it can hold that zone. I mean, right now that is support. It's at support and resistance, and it's coming down to the 1 hour. You know what? We could be, descending triangle forming here, though. See that? Which is also a bearish pattern, but if it can find a way to hold this zone and about to get oversold here again, we could see this thing bounce up to the upside. So this is high risk, high reward for sure. Type of day where you just got to kind of watch it. High risk, high reward for sure. But there you have it. I mean, interesting. Just realized I want to plug this in so I have extra battery later on today. Super important. I want to do a hotspot, or I want to do maybe a live stream from a hotspot. Also, where is my foliage? My daughter screamed in my ear yesterday. My ear's never been the same. Like, I'm wondering if she damaged my ear forever. Like, I think she did. I really do. Look, I actually never have the wide lips. Dance when I feel stressed, I just dance it out. Can't find my phone. I probably left it in the backyard. I mean, most of us aren't at work right now. We shouldn't be stressed. We should be happy with our lives. So look, the measured move though is down here. It definitely wants to retrace back to $4.35. If I can stop showing my history every 5 seconds. But hey, you guys saw everything it's what we've been doing. So thank God. I think we all started dancing. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on into the live. Kicking it with the lifer, baby. Now I got 100 windows open. This thing is jamming. And you know, 15K this was gonna hold because look, there's our green action here. We could scalp the 15-minute. When times are like this, we could just scalp the 15-minute all day. So like VVX, you take a little tiny trade on this. Take a little tiny trade. When the market is iffy, you start getting smaller and smaller with the trades. Like this is just a little scalp. Just scalp it out. 9%, call it a day. You know. It's high risk, high reward though. Because you don't get to really... And there is the crew. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Wow, reggae would just put you in a good mood, huh? Whenever you're just in doubt, play it out. That's gonna be my new thing. Whenever in doubt, play it out. Reggae, baby. Reggae. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. All is gonna be okay. Just breathe. Just breathe. Everything's gonna be fine. Yo, babe, I heard reggae music coming from my printer. The paper was jamming.
There's no printer.
The paper was jamming. Summer, say some jokes. They're telling jokes today on the live. Come here. Tell a joke. You're hot, huh? What's wrong? What's wrong with her?
You know, she's
Jump in the pool, baby. Go jump in that pool.
Nana scratched me on my girl.
Sorry. Are you okay, sweetie? She's a little baby. It hurts, right? Oh, come here. Go jump in the pool, baby. Come on. We got a bunch of toys to play with. We'll go get Krabby and Reddy and Bluey.
Okay. How's it going?
It's going good. You know what I found when I closed the computer? It works great. That's what I was telling you before, remember?
You know, the same thing happened. You have to shut the computer when we were on the vineyard the first time too. You were just
So I'm just gotta keep it closed.
And then it works?
Yeah, somehow it uses way too much.
Perfectly?
I mean, right now it's moving super fast.
Okay.
We haven't had one drop frame in a long ever since I closed the computer. We never had a drop frame again.
You still gotta figure out what it is.
It's been an hour. No, this computer is getting bagged when we get home. Like,
Yeah, I wanna try.
this computer is getting bagged for sure.
I wanna step on it.
But everything's okay, and I'm in a great mood, and life is okay. So look, VVX, and we're gonna take a look at VR too as well. Oh, we looked at VR. That's VXV, which is Vectorverse AI. I mean, that's hot. I mean, the name alone is hot, and nobody even knows about this thing. This thing has been on the low, right? And look, it's dumb too. Look at this. It's been all the way up here before. It's been, I mean, it has a wick to $25, and you're sitting on a $5 coinage. If I do that again, please smack me. It's Alt-H. $5 coinage, I mean, Vector Space AI all the way at the bottom of the bottom. We'll zoom back in so we can see what we're looking at here, but, I mean, you know, just to give you a perspective of where you're at with this, right? All right, 1 hour is getting oversold. 4 hours kind of indecisive. It's oh wow, so it had a huge pump recently. Wow, so it went from 4 to 7 and then got dumped again. That's things we're getting played with, right? That's why DCA, you can't beat a DCA. I'd watch this thing. It's a little iffy, right? Again, 15-minute scalp possible. That's the really only thing that we were talking about, right? Let's see if that can happen, you know. Tweezer top's already forming there though. Not the best sign. Not the best sign. Little Schmitty. Little Schmitty. Bullish little Schmitty, if it isn't the little Schmitty. Hope you're doing okay. Glad you stopped in. I know life can be challenging. You know we're here for you. I'm about to leave my office. I've had enough of office work for the day. The original name for the search engine Google was BAHRAIN. It was renamed Google after Google, which is the number 1 followed by 100 zeros. Thanks, man. Super chats, Kos. Let's take a look at YFI from my man Rex, and let's take a look at Kos. It's a beautiful day here in St. Pete's. That's right. Here's why I follow this man. Let's take a look at it here. Let's take a look at YFI. And then we'll look at Kos. YFI here on Tether. I deleted my own work because it was just nonsense. I'm trying to make it, a bit of a cup with a handle there, right? I've seen that play out, so we'll throw that down for sure. Bit of a cup with a handle here. All right, 5 more minutes and we're out of here for the day just to keep everyone updated. Bit of a cup with a handle, all right? Then we got this forming. Also, I want to look at Blocktopia. Blocktopia has a land sale coming up. That's bound to do something to the price, in my humble opinion, no matter what. Because people FOMO for the land. Don't really care what Bitcoin's doing or what the rest of the market's doing. It should create temporary FOMO for Blocktopia. We're going to take a look at that as well. That's on my radar. Land sales are kind of like airdrops now. They're the new way to play a metaverse project. You don't have to even care about the project or want the project. You just buy it, knowing that there will be a land sale. And when the land sale happens, people are going to run into it, buy the project just for the land, and then that's going to pump the price, right? And you're going to see that appreciation into the price action. Get it baked in. Let's take a look at the 1 hour now. It's overbought. Let's take a look at the 4 hour here, which is oversold. So we got to get through the 1 hour first before we can pump on that 1 hour, on that 4 hour. So let's watch the 1 hour. And it's really the same story for Bitcoin and a lot of other things. Hopefully this 1 hour goes more sideways than to the downside as we retrace, right? And that's the hope here. And so worst case scenario, we drop out of here and we dump. Best case scenario, we go sideways and the 4 hour takes over and we pump. And that's YFI in a nutshell. Ooh, yeah, that's YFI. So watching YFI here closely and look at the daily time frame. Like everything else, the daily's overbought on almost every single thing. So it's not the best sign that we didn't get higher highs. So that's a sign that we could be in more of a downtrend. When you see the daily not break higher highs, but still oscillate the same, it's not the best sign in the world, okay? Let's take a look at Kos, which is Cocos, right? Or Contentos, sorry, Contentos. Had a beautiful pump there, right? Pumped up hard to the target, 140% gains there. Oh, nice. Archie. Hey, Archie. We even have Santa Claus. We have other ones, though, here now. We can put Santa in there. We got a bunch of nice stuff. We even have this. Like, what is this? What is this? What the heck is it, though? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's my reggae beads, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This is my girl Summer, man. My girl Summer. Shut up with me. I'm a rude boy. This is my rude girl Summer. So, Kos, even though it did its crazy move, right? Look, shoulder, head, and possible inverted head and shoulder. And it keeps respecting this support zone that it has here at about 3 cents or 2.5 cents. So bounce, 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 and Kos is holding. And it's getting very tight, and you could see that it bounced, held up, and now it's not going back into its previous structure. Daily time frame actually resetting with a sideways movement. This is showing some love, I'll be honest. This is showing some bullishness compared to most. Also very low on the 4 hour. Same scenario though, like everything else. Oh. Look at this one. This one is like, they don't make them cuter than this. They really don't. Like, they don't make them cuter than this. Like, you can try to find them cuter than this, but they don't. I make perfect humans, apparently. This one's pretty sweet, too. But they don't make them cuter than this, man. I'm telling you right now. Like, people just stop us in the street like, that baby is just, oh my gosh. Look at that baby. Smile at your daddy. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, what was that? You alright? Alright. Come on, go for a crawl. Go for a crawl. Don't go to, she loves the wires. She wants to be around daddy's areas and the wires, right? Yeah. So, Coats, Contentos. USDT here on the 1 hour. Showing signs of life here. But let's just wait. You know, everything we got to wait for this 1 hour to reset. And it's the same on Bitcoin. It's the same on everything. This whole market. And what is today, too? It is a Tuesday, right? So, we shall see. We shall see. But definitely a red day in the market. And we could see some more downside. If I was doing anything, like I said, again, it would be down tokens and shorting BTC, right? Right now, the short is going sideways because the 50-minute's high. And that's where I leave you with the day. Looks like Bitcoin could see some more downside. And we could be making a giant double bottom there at 46K, 47K for a massive move back to the upside. So let's zoom in on here. So far, the 15-minute scalp is occurring, right? We are making, look, the head is being formed just as we talked about. We're getting the V-shaped recovery here. Nice V-shaped recovery as suggested. Why? The 15-minute got low. I can usually tell you when we're done dumping. Why? Because I can find the divergence and I can show you when the 15-minute gets extended. How many times calmly have we seen a nasty dump for Bitcoin and I've sat here and been like, oh, that's the bottom right there. We're low with the stochastics. We got the divergence, ready to rock, right? MACD had lack of bearish momentum, started to make a bit of a curve there, and there we have it. So, okay, can we get back into the pattern? That's what we need. We could see a bearish retest. We could try to get in here, and then this could dump. So look for two scary scenarios, all right? Here would be the bearish retest. 15-minute gets high. This is, look what's occurring, right? It hits this zone. We don't get back in, we dump hard. We do get back in, and then when the 1 hour we go sideways, make the next right, and then we're out. So all eyes are going to know, really, when we hit here at this point, we're going to figure out what's happening. And like, this is going to be a big zone. All right? This is going to be a big zone to deal with, and that we're going to have to worry about. So when we hit that on the 15-minute, I'll update the patrons. We'll see what happens. I put an alert here, right? And that's how I keep my patrons updated, is through the alert systems. Like, honestly, if you're not using alerts, you're going to have a hard time trying to trade. Like, you got to use your alerts. You got to learn how to use alerts. If you don't know how to use alerts, you got to join my trading group, and you got to jump on in with us and get with it, because we're going to teach you the ways, but it's not going to come easy. Like, it's just like, you know, people don't learn skills overnight, right? Second super chat, so I'm not a freeloader anymore. Shout out to Jamal Antonio for the 420. You're the man, dude. You're the man, dude. 420 super chat. You're the man. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for coming on in. You've done enough, my friend. You're in my debt for life, man. You hooked me up. I'll always remember you, bro. Helped me out when I was in a jam. You're the man, dude. You're the man. You have no idea how much you helped me out. So, shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Not the greatest day on the market, but it's a good day to keep your head up and your head high and to accumulate coins. Let's take a look at Hero. Coins that I would consider accumulating are Hero, and I'll talk about the next 5 or 6 with my patrons. So we want to jump in the Patreon if you want to get that inside info, that good data, right? And look, I keep waiting for Hero. I don't FOMO for it, and it's exciting to see that I'm going to keep getting these lower prices for Hero. Also, that market cap going lower than $1 billion and getting lower and lower. This is a good sign, right? When it hit $1 billion, I was kind of sad. I was like, ah, man, already $1 billion market cap. I can't jump on this thing now, you know? But now it can 10x again, and it has that room again. Meta Hero, right? It's going to put you inside a box. It's going to put you inside the metaverse. $746 million market cap for what it has going for it. Pretty insane. So I'm watching Hero closely. To me, good day to begin my DCA. I've patiently waited long enough. It's a good day to begin my DCA into Hero. So that's something I'll be looking at too as well. Hero on the radar. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Again, we went over Bitcoin in a nutshell. Watch that 15-minute. That's really going to be your key to success tonight. Watch the 15-minute. Boom, back to the upside. We'll see where we go from there. Let's see here. So here's our update for Bitcoin towards the end of the stream here, and I'm going to record this for the lifers so we can post it to the group. So we see here, look, we have a shoulder, a head and a shoulder forming here for BTC. It's a good sign, right? So far, right? We got our V-shaped recovery off of the low at about 48,200, 260, and we're starting to bounce back to the upside. Bearish scenario is we do a bearish retest of this bottom trend line and we dump even more. The 1 hour suggests that this is highly likely to occur. The 1 hour does suggest this is highly likely to occur. But we could get a turn up here off the bottom. We could get back up in here and get a turn off the bottom and then a pump out of this channel. So all eyes, you know, again, remember, we are still dealing with this beautiful pump to the upside. We also showed you the shoulder, head and shoulder, and that was the measured move even a little lower down here to 47,005. So I'm expecting a little more downside out of Bitcoin, but the 15-minute is stalling us out. So we're going to see. But the bullish scenario is that we get back in the channel and then we pump out of it. The bearish is that we hit this channel and we make a bearish retest and we dump even lower and we get to the measured move, which could even be to 46,000. So brace yourself for more downside. It's very possible the 1 hour isn't looking too gravy right now. And that's your update for Bitcoin to the patrons. We traded BTC down live on the stream and took it for gains. Excellent. So he's got the fried conch. There you go. I bet conch is fairly similar, like, you know, it's like eating I was reading a good book about an immortal dog yesterday. It was impossible to put down. No, Jesus. Like, people put down the dog, you gotta put the dog down. Like, it was impossible to put down. I'm gonna say that to my dad on the phone today, and he's just gonna be like, easy. I'm gonna catch how sharp he is for the day. If he's sharp, he's gonna catch it, you know. In a red day in crypto, I mean, after all the green we've had for the last 2 days, last 2-3 days, and I kept saying, good times to take some profits, good time to take some profits, good time to take some profits, right? So, shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. At the end of every live stream, you know what I does is I says cryptos is life, baby. I say 1, 2, 3, crypto is life, and yeah. So I started the stream, you know, with that stress, with that feeling. But look, I hung out with my lifers. I reached my daily purpose. I did what I had to do. And we got to where we had to be. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And thank you for jumping on in. 168 people watching, 163 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? Basically, we got them. Only 6 other people out. Amazing. I'm going to try to get out of here the right way by going to the studio and leaving through the live button. It just makes it work right. Build a bag of $1 million alts, baby. Meta hero, man. Keep your eye on the prize. Use the down days to accumulate tokens that are absolutely beautiful. Don't let Bitcoin get in your head, because it will. And that's what happens. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you so much for the super chat. Zero allegiance. I mean, it was you just consistently bumping it up. But everyone else who threw down, appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. If you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I was reading a great book about an immortal dog the other day. It was impossible to put down, man. It's just ridiculous. Chat rate was great. Thank you for everyone coming on in. Alerts is new to me. Have not used alerts before. You got to use the alert system. Damn, should have sent a $5 super chat. LOL. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. Gotta get to work then, bro. Super chat VR. We went over VR. We got VR. We did that. OMG, crypto lifer, too precious. Second super chat, so I'm not a freeloader anymore, man. Why won't the government embrace Bitcoin? They hate the idea of proof of work. Little lifer Christmas tree in the house. May need to be our mascot. Archie, little Archie. Harris, it hit my alert. Bitcoin candle 15 minutes for the dump. I look at things differently. 15 has legs. Sell if you want dollars. I know, right? Gonna have to go do a drum circle and raise the vibration. I agree, man. I agree. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm out of here for the day. At the end of every live stream, we say 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. So, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I'll see you all tomorrow for another beautiful day and a beautiful, beautiful time to be alive. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for kicking with me. Thank you for putting me in the right place, in the right mood, so I can start my day and keep myself happy and moving forward at the speed of light. Shout out to everyone here. I love you all. Thank you so much. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Love y'all. Crypto is life.